Oh, it's a bit of a shock to the system. Look, full figured gloves, leg warmers, long sleeve jacket. One thing I'm missing is like something over my ears. So the other day there was a train derailment not too far from us. Didn't cause any problems, it closed one road. But the train was on fire for ages and ages. But it was like, I think I'm right in saying, it was like a tanker train. So they were carrying a lot of fuel and stuff. And strange place for it to derail outside Laverack, because I don't think there's any bends or anything like that. It's quite a slow line, the Heart of Wales line. But I hope nobody was affected by it. Some of the oil and slick is still getting washed up on the Laverack estuary, which is a bit of a shame. It's just over there. And tell everyone what you have for breakfast this morning.
Porridge.
Just porridge?
With maple syrup.
Maple syrup?
Yeah, and some berries.
What type of berries?
Blueberries.
Your favourite?
No, I think raspberries are my favourite.
Nah, I'm not a fan of raspberries.
No.
I had, well, there's lots of sticks down here. I had 4 Weetabix. It's one of those days, 4 Weetabix. Did you do a session on Zwift yesterday? Was it yesterday?
No, Thursday.
Day before. So Charlie did a Zwift workout 2 days ago. She did the, I think it was the Watopia Hilly workout, which is designed to simulate the races that you do on that course, obviously. She just chose one at random. Got a new max heart rate of 189.
Yep. Which I haven't done in a few years.
In a few years. I haven't seen 189 in years, to be honest, I don't think. But we're heading down to Pembrey Country Park now. The Bynea Cycling Club structured ride group is also starting back up today. Like first time since I think probably March that they've like met up and done a ride under COVID guidelines. So they could be catching us up. The thing we can do with the structured ride, it's a lot different to a club run because of obviously we have intervals in it. So what they're going to be doing is split it up for the intervals so that they don't kind of spit on each other and cough on each other when they finish an effort and things. And the best thing about Pembrey Country Park is we have a purpose-built circuit for that. What are you going to be doing on today's ride?
Dying.
You say that every ride though. What's your heart rate now?
I don't know, I just said to you.
Press the button. Press the button.
What button?
The button on the on the right hand side, at the bottom. Yeah, now press the top button on the right. There we go.
147.
147 beats a minute. Like you say, as always, you're going to be dying, but no, in all honesty, you're hoping to do some of these efforts as well, I'm guessing.
Am I?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
Get a little bit of effort in, a little bit of training, get a sweat on, it's all good.
I'm already sweating.
I'm going to be doing a couple of different efforts probably to everybody else because, well, hill climbs. I'm going to be looking at doing some 30-second max sprint intervals a la Callum Brown. Absolutely killing it at the minute, Callum. I see you on Strava if you're watching this. I see you doing 16 watts per kilo for 30 seconds. I can't match that, I'm afraid. We're gonna give it a damn good go. And yeah, I'm gonna be doing some hill climbing intervals on a flat circuit, so I won't have to worry about traffic or crashing into anything, I hope. It's supposed to be a new coffee company around here called Whitford Coffee Company, I think. Emily's a big fan. In fact, it's very nice coffee. Very nice coffee. Love Pembrey Country Park. It's like basically a woodland area of great scale, and just like perfect. Well, it's bank holiday weekend, so that's probably why a lot of families here. But here we have the purpose-built circuit, which a lot of you have already seen on this channel before. There it is, the other side of this fence. I've already had a couple of races here. The men's Tour of Britain started here 1 year, and the women's Tour of Britain finished here 1 year, which is pretty cool. A pretty cool thing to have. This is the purpose-built circuit. That field there was where like all the tents and stuff were when the Tour of Britain came to town. This little patch, this is kind of like where everyone like congregates whenever we have a race on this circuit. But these markings on the floor are for bike gear checks. So when you're like a youth and a junior rider, you're not allowed to have like, I can't remember what the gear is exactly, but you're supposed to have like a restricted gear basically, and it's to stop you from like pushing to a bigger gear as a younger rider. It's probably an old school rule, but I had to abide to it when I was a junior. And you put your bike in like its biggest gear, which mine isn't right now, and then you put your crank arm at like 6, 12 o'clock, and then you walk it back until it's done one full rotation, and that's how you measure the gear length. And I remember when I did the National Junior Road Race Series, which is like 2011, I think it was 2011, 2012. We bought my first carbon road bike, which was actually a Ribble Nero RC back then, and I didn't even know that there was a junior rule, junior gear rule. Shows how much I knew about cycling at that time. And so I bought this bike, and it had like 5339, it had like 1125 cassette or whatever, and I just ended up like, because like we didn't have the money and we didn't have like the chance to change the gears, I just locked out the big ring. So we just raced around in a little ring the whole time everywhere, which a lot of you are going to cringe at, because that means I'm in 3911 for some races, but you know, it still did the job.
Yeah.
Oh, sprinting malarkey is a bit hard, isn't it? I'm enjoying it all the same. Throwing in a couple of efforts now while the others are doing their own effort, and then I'm going to get into the half lap sprints, which are obviously a lot longer, a bit more of an endurance anaerobic effort, or an anaerobic sprint effort, rather than these, which are just kind of like 20 seconds of just punch. It's still hard though. Oh. My arms and legs are wobbling.
Yeah.
Whew. That's what a big sprint effort does. flat white cappuccino, chocolate brownie.
I'm having the Kinder Bueno on top.
You've earned it. I don't think we've showed the people your bike actually.
It's mucky at the moment.
Yeah, it is mucky. It's Condor
Italia. RC.
Condor Italia. Is it RC? The aluminium frame. You can see it's got the nice emblem on the front there. RC. Carbon forks.
And carbon rear stays.
Mavic Causals?
Yep.
Yeah, I think they are. But they're quite old. These wheels. With Vittorio Rubino tyres on. Garmin head unit. She doesn't use Wahoo, she uses Garmin. Speedplay pedals. And else have we got here? You've got a rotor chain set with 5034 Shimano 105 throughout, and a Sella Italia test saddle, which you're not really comfortable with, are you? But
I've never found a saddle that I'm comfortable with.
Charlie's never found a saddle that's comfortable, really. So any of you out there with some tips on saddles that you know like are pretty decent, then let us know. Having half of this. It's going to be my pre-RGT Tour de France time trial fuel